Donna called me a troublemaking queen last time I saw her in concert. She's like,
and she
stop
brought you
talking
up on-
about me on your show. You're a troublemaking queen. I'm like, I love you.
Yes. But you know what I appreciate about you, Andy, because I'm a little bit the same way. I appreciate that you're a fan. You're a super fan.
Yeah.
Of like all pop culture.
Definitely.
Was that concert incredible?
It was great. It was really great, except for the part when she called me a troublemaking queen.
But that was also kind of great. It actually was great.
No, I loved it.
And that was actress, writer, producer, and talk show host Busy Phillips on her show Busy This Week, which is about to kick off its second season. She's here to tell us all about it and what it means to be the only woman currently in late night. Yeah, please welcome Busy Phillips.
I mean, yeah.
Well, we just elected a new pope.
The Pope?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. Pope's happening.
You're Catholic, I heard that you met Pope
John Paul.
John Paul, yeah.
John Paul. I was blessed
John
by...
Paul II.
John Paul II.
Yeah.
I don't think I was alive for the first.
I don't think so.
I probably was.
Yeah, probably. I mean, just, I think my parents were. And anyway, yeah, I was blessed by Pope John Paul II at the Vatican when I was 15 years old.
Wow.
It's a story that's in my book, but I had an abortion when I was 15, and I was raised Catholic, and I was really grappling with what that meant for me and where my place was with God. And while I knew it was the right decision, it was really hard for a 15-year-old to deal with that. Yeah. And that summer I went on a school trip to Europe with friends.
Yeah.
And we went to the Vatican, and it happened to be the day that Pope John Paul just came out and gave a little bit of a speech. A confluence of circumstances that are pretty divine to this day happened, which is that I got shoved really hard from behind. And then this woman turned right at the same time almost and said, "You need it more than me."
Wow.
Wow.
And I flew forward. I was a kid. My older daughter is older than I was now, you know. I was a kid, and I flew forward, and I was caught by the Pope's security guy, and he lifted me up, and I was face to face with Pope John Paul, and we had an exchange. We talked, and he blessed me and touched and held my face in his hands.
Well, I feel like that's
nice.
the answer to the question.
I think that...
What did you feel at that moment?
Well, it was an incredible amount of, a surge of energy, and I was couldn't stop. I was shaking crazy. Wow. And then after he turned and went back into, I don't know, the papal chambers, I don't know, wherever they go. And all of these people descended on me and were pulling my hair and kissing my face and touching me. And because it was I was the only person he did that to.
I want to talk about your talk show.
Yeah.
So the second season of your talk show, Busy This Week, premieres this month on QVC.
Yes.
And as of now, what is crazy to me is that you are the only female late night talk show host.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I was saying earlier, I'm this is the dumbest glass ceiling of all time, but I'm happy to be there. But also, guys, what's happening?
Yeah.
And I just feel like the moment we've moved past it. We got to get some ladies more ladies in late night. And part of the reason is that
You gotta get a lady into the White House.
we need to get a lady into the White House.
Are you having fun now? Are you having fun on the show?
But maybe if we can get a lady in late night, we can get a lady into the White House.
Maybe.
I'm having a great time. I loved doing my first talk show, Busy Tonight, which I did for a year. It was a really great experience. And when that show ended, I really was sad. I was bummed. I was bummed, and I felt like we didn't have enough time to really get going.
Yeah.
You know, and so my producing partner Casey and I really looked for opportunities, and then the pandemic happened. We started a podcast.
Yes.
And, QVC Plus is an incredible, it's free streaming. And they came to us and, if you can't get a seat at the table, you gotta find a different table, and maybe it's at a place where you can also buy the table. Yeah. So, I don't know. You know, I think that like we do have to be a little bit creative sometimes, you know, and carve out our spaces.
Good for you.
Yeah, but we have amazing guests.
I was just going to ask, because last season you had some incredible ones. Tina Fey, your co-stars from Girls 5 Eva, which we love, and my personal North Star, Andy Cohen.
He's the best.
Anything you could preview about who's coming up this season?
Well, our season premiere, which is May 21st at 10 p.m. on QVC Plus, is my longtime best friend, Michelle Williams.
Oh, yeah.
I know. We can clap for Michelle. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. Yeah, very good. She's the greatest. And in our first season, I was like, well, do you want to come do the show? She's like, no, let's wait for Dying for Sex, and I'll come on for that. And I was like, okay, great. So she's on the show this season. My friend Andrew Rannells, who's just my favorite. I love so much. And guys, David Letterman.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, that's high pressure. Late night,
It
late
was
night.
a little high pressure, I'm not gonna lie. It was a little bit intense, but it was really fun, and I'm excited for people to see the show. Chrissy Metz also.
And as you just mentioned, your best friend is actor Michelle Williams, and she was here actually in April for Dying for Sex, her new show. She was here with Jenny Slate, and she gave you a shout out and saying that she had the very real understanding of their characters' relationship thanks to her longtime friendship with you. So, you know, I know that for me, the older I get, the more my female friends mean to me. So what does this friendship mean to you?
Oh gosh, well, it's everything. And I'm incredibly lucky in my life that Michelle's not my only very long-standing female friendship. And I really value it. I value my girlfriends, and I make I value all my friends, but I make a concerted effort, you know? And I think that as adults, we have to, because we all have very busy lives. We all have families and children and husbands or ex-husbands or partners or whatever, and carving out, making sure that you have space for these people who were a witness at, you know, all of these different milestones in your life. It really ties you to your past and allows you to really see the future and what is possible, because, you know, Michelle and I get together. We were just on the phone while I was getting my hair and makeup done. And yeah, we check in with each other a lot, you know, and I do that with a lot of my girlfriends. And some of my friends now, it's like we just send memes. You know what I mean? Like
speak in reels.
We just, and that's okay too. And then we know that we'll take a trip together and we'll get to like really reconnect. But I just think that it means the world to me, and my love and support for her is only equal to her love and support for me. So
it's beautiful.
That is
well, for those who don't know, you guys met on the set of Dawson's Creek, which I can't believe it ended its run 22 years ago. Just such a beloved, iconic show.
Babies.
There's always been rumors of some sort of a reunion. Is that ever going to happen?
I really hope so. I feel like 2025 is our year, guys.
Yeah. Love that.
For Dawson's, getting the gang back together. And certainly Michelle and Katie and I actually got together not too long ago. And, you know, I know James was here in December, and with his, James Vanderbeek had a cancer diagnosis, and with his diagnosis, I think it really sort of rocked everybody, you know, as that happens in friend groups when, you know, that happens. And so I think that, yeah, I would really love to see it this year. You guys would come? Would anyone come?
I would love it. I would love it.
We'll come for sure. Yeah. We'll come. Well, you certainly were named correctly. You're a very busy girl, Busy Phillips.
I know.
Come again sometime. Our thanks to Busy Phillips. Season 2 of Busy This Week premieres Wednesday, May 21st on QVC Plus and HSN Plus for free. And listen to Busy Phillips is doing her best wherever you get your podcast.